Sister Eva Rodriguez, and I'm the director for the Missionary Childhood Association. It's an association which tries to animate the kids and educate them on the missionary aspect, bringing the message about helping other children. So the motto for Missionary Childhood Association is Children Helping Children. I have the opportunity every year to visit mission countries. When I visit the classroom and tell the children that the kids in San Diego are praying for them, that lights up their faces. They love to hear that someone in another part of the world is praying for them because they know they are in need. I have visited places where they don't have enough textbooks, notebooks, pencils to work with. Sometimes missionaries are teaching under a tree, so they lack basic things that our children will have in their classroom. Every year I visit all the Catholic schools in our diocese. Right now there are 43, and also I visit about 20 to 25 parishes, and I talk to the groups of catechetical formation. The idea is to give the children an opportunity to see what are the needs of other children in the world so that they can basically pray for them, pray for the missionaries, for the children they are helping, to bring support with their financial help.
The children love those visits from Sister Eva. Her joy and her exuberance are infectious. And she brings that experience back to our elementary and high school classrooms. What the MCA does, it educates our children in a contextual way to the needs of the world and what their relationship is to that. What better way than from child to child?
Seeing the world through the eyes of children is a way for all parts of the life of the church, of all ages, to understand more deeply. We're linked with people in all the corners of our world. We as Catholics here in the Diocese of San Diego at times fail to see we're part of a much larger fabric of faith and service and community, and that God's work in the world touches every land and people.
We attempt to build bridges between the Diocese of San Diego and what we call designated mission areas around the world that are dependent upon people like ourselves, to provide leadership people, to provide educators, medical personnel, to awaken within them the presence of the Spirit of Jesus.
We see in many countries of the world places in which Catholics, people of deep faith, are called to live in enormously challenging situations of poverty or of violence or of isolation or of terror, and they do that with heroism. And that can teach us something important about our own faith and how we're called to live in our own lives here in this place.
Missionaries in all mission areas are not only reaching out to the needs of the children, basic needs like helping build wells for water or helping people with food, or also helping them build their homes. Missionaries are also bringing the gospel, teaching people about God, about Jesus. So the emphasis in the Missionary Childhood Association is to spread the message, to spread the good news.
Within Catholic education, one of the hardest areas to affect a child is the relevance of our faith. Developmentally, think about the stages from kindergarten through 12th grade. It's the age of exploration and inquiry, and they want to know. And what better place to ask a question than within a Catholic school? It's too easy to educate children simply from the neck up. In Catholic education, we educate the whole child, mind, body, and spirit.
The biggest challenge is to awaken them to the reality that the Spirit of Jesus can really add a beautiful dimension to who they are and what they're about. And if we can get that established in the minds and hearts of our young people, what a significant difference that's going to make, not only in their lives, happen in the lives of those that they influence.
Our children have big hearts. They are very, very generous. Every school does different things. There are some schools that they have bake sales, ice cream socials. They sell lollipops with Bible verses attached to it. Sometimes they sell pizza. So it depends on the creativity of the school to come up with those great ideas to raise funds for the missions.
You see the youth groups, the children, and their activities, what they get involved in. It inspires the old folks. We stay young by admiring and encouraging our young people to become involved.
In March, our office organizes a special Mass. Principals and children are recognized for their generosity. After Mass, there is a lunch. They enjoy the whole environment. The association sponsors a songwriting contest. The children are invited to tell us what they think about what it means for them to be a missionary, and all the children who participated in the songwriting contest performed their songs. So that's a neat way to put it all together.
My hope is that our children are bringing that back to the primary educators, which are their parents, that there's discussion at the dinner table about the world we live in, our responsibility, our connection to persons of faith, everyone in this world.
You are a missionary everywhere. You are a missionary at home with your family. You are a missionary at school. Everything you do will make a difference to everyone.
We have a responsibility and frankly a giftedness from God to be of help in the missionary work of the church.
If we can instill that in our children, that becomes part of their life, becomes part of their heart. Mission accomplished.
When they raise their hand and tell me, "Sister, when I grow up, I want to be a missionary," I feel good about that because it makes me feel that what I'm doing, I'm planting the seed. And these children, they hear this message, will be the missionaries in the future.